Welcome back, everybody, to Be Sacred Space. Here, we're all about self-mastery, freedom, and co-creating our desired realities. I am the creator of this beautiful, amazing, and lit space. My name is Byanca, but you can call me B, and I'm here to inform, support, and empower you on your unique journey, so please stick around. I promise you won't be disappointed. How are you guys doing? Let's hopefully my sweater doesn't hit the mic. I realized in the last video that I did that my hair was constantly hitting the mic and that sound was coming through. So I don't know if this video will go out before that video, but I do apologize for that. And I'm trying to find out different ways to bring my content on here that is in the best quality that I can provide for you guys at this current moment. And so I hope you guys are doing well. I am doing good. I just dropped off my son to his father's house. And so I thought I'd come on here and bring you guys another amazing video that I know that you guys are just gonna love. So I like to get some smoke going because that's just the vibe that I dig. And I'm just, you know what, for too long I've held myself back from being who I am fully, with the fear that people were going to judge me. And then later in my life I realized that it doesn't matter what you do because people are going to judge you regardless. And so before, I was trying to give out content that I felt was for the people, which my content obviously is for my viewers, but my content is a way for me to express the things that I've come to know, learn, and the things that have shaped me and changed my life. And so I can only do that if I am being myself, if I am being authentic. So this is me. What you see on this channel is, for the most part, me. Obviously, I'm not going to show everything about myself, but how I present myself in these videos, for the most part, is how you're going to find me if you meet me in real life. And so I was just talking about how I learned in life that, you know, people are going to judge you regardless, and that was a big lesson that I learned in my life, and it has taken me to these last few years to really start understanding that I can just be myself and I don't have to worry about what people think about me, what they say. And so that kind of leads into what I want to talk about today, and I want to talk about what I've learned that changed my life. And the first thing that I've learned was to just be me, that the right people will love me, the right people will gravitate towards my content or just to me in general. And I've been finding that has been happening. And so in my life, as I was starting to become more of myself, I realized that a lot of people in my life were falling away from my life. And then new people came into my life, and some of those people stayed and some of those people left, and then new people came into my life. But I've learned that as I started to become more of who I am, the more people that are brought into my life who are similar to me, not exactly the same, but have some of the same qualities, same values, same mindset, same passion. And so what I've learned was that I just need to be myself. And so this is me. I am silly. I am scattered. I am nurturing. I am aggressive. I cuss a lot. That's just who I am. That's just who I am right now. Who knows, that might change. But I am very different. My mindset, I think, is ahead of the time that we are in right now. But that's cool because I realized that I came here to fuck shit up. It's kind of dull and boring and depressed and oppressed down here, and a few of us need to shake things up and show people that life's funner when we are living our best lives and being our best selves. So, if you need permission, this is me telling you to be yourself, to express yourself the way that you feel is in line with you. You don't have to act or be or think or dress like anybody else. Be yourself, find what works for you, and be that. Do that. You'll be a lot happier. Another thing that I've learned in my life was identifying my toxic ways and learning better ways of being. So, not not the proudest to admit this, but I was a very, very, very toxic person. I was very destructive. I ruined a lot of relationships in my life. I self-sabotaged many, many things. I was a terrible person growing up. I don't fault myself. I don't blame myself because I recognize that my childhood and my upbringing is what kind of shaped me to be who I was at that time. But I also recognize that I have the abilities to accept that that was who I was and take the responsibilities to be a better person, because in the end, the things that I have done to some of the people in my life, I would never ever want to be done to me. And so since this time, I've been working on just being a better person, to myself, because I was very destructive and toxic to myself, which then led me to be very destructive and toxic to other people. So now I make it a constant responsibility of mine to always check my behaviors, to always check my ways of like being and thinking and doing and saying, and learning to say like, hey, like that's not okay. Like you wouldn't want nobody talking to you like that. You wouldn't want nobody treating you like that. So you should not be doing that, and finding ways to do the opposite of that. And that came with a lot of growth, because before I never wanted to admit that I was a bad person, not in a shameful way, but I've done very bad things in my life. Like nothing like crazy. I've never like murdered anybody, but I've betrayed people. I've gossiped. I've just done things that just were unnecessary. And so it is now something that I strive for with just who I am and what I provide to the people that I come across to, and just what I put into my work is I just want to do better and be better. So what? So another thing that I learned that changed my life was I had to be responsible for my own healing. And I needed to learn to let shit go. And the reason why a lot of us are suffering and miserable here is because we haven't been able to accept what has happened in our lives and learn to heal those part of us and learn to let it go. A lot of us hold on to the memories. A lot of us hold on to the experience. A lot of us hold on to the regret, the anger, the sadness of everything. And then in turn, it doesn't do anything but continue to cause us problems. It just continues to prolong the suffering. And who wants to suffer? Don't nobody want to suffer down here. Don't nobody want to do that. And so for me, I had a decent childhood, but I also had a lot of traumas that happened in my childhood and my experiences as I got older. And I used to think I did like therapy. I was on SSRI drugs. You know, like Cymbalta. I can't even remember the other stuff that I've been on, but like that's what I mean by SSR drugs. It's like the things that the pharmaceutical companies push. And I was going to therapy and whatnot, and for the longest time, like I told you guys in previous videos, I didn't think I was going to live to 25. I felt like nothing was going to work. I felt like I was going to be dependent on these drugs for the rest of my life. I thought that I was going to end my life. I just didn't have a lot of hope for my healing journey. I just thought that I was going to be depressed and suicidal my whole entire life until something ended my life. But as time went on, then I learned that the true power resided within me, and that me telling myself that I can't get better is the reason that kept me from not getting better. But now that I understand my power, and I've been putting in the work, I've been putting in the practice, I've been being persistent, I've been persevering through the hard times, I am now in a better place where I'm no longer depressed. I no longer have severe anxiety. I no longer wish to end my life. I'm living a life that is more ideal, that is more, that makes me more happy. And so that was me taking responsibility for my healing. So I might do this in another video, but some of the things that I do that helped me like take responsibility for my health is that I developed a self-care routine that I try to keep up every week. I have an amazing best friend who listens to me bitch and complain and go through my different seasons, and they love me unconditionally. I have taken time, like I take time for self-reflection and just expressing what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, what I believe is happening. And I allow myself to understand what I'm going through and to process it. I use meditations, I do breath work, I do EFT, which is tapping on the different meridian points of the upper body. And other stuff. I mean, there are lots of ways you can take responsibility for your health. If you feel that you need therapy, you need additional support, when you acknowledge that and then you take the steps to, you know, get those in your life, that is you taking responsibility for your healing. And I don't think I put my phone on airplane mode. Wow. I don't know. Can I? Hold on. Hopefully this video doesn't cut off, but I don't want that on. Well, guys, it did cut that video off, but I think the way that I'm filming right now, I think that I can put these videos together. Again, I am very ignorant when it comes to technology, but I am learning because I want to give you guys good quality content. But yeah, if you feel like you need to go to see what you call a professional and you take those action steps, you're taking responsibility for your healing. Eating better, you're taking responsibilities, taking time to meditate, taking time to self-reflect, taking time to acknowledge when you are being the problem in your life and doing things to not be the problem. So yeah, I really urge everyone to take a self-directed approach to healing and wellness. It'll change your life. One moment. So, another thing that I've learned that really changed my life is that no one can do everything on their own, and that it is not only okay to ask for help, but there are people who care about me. There are people who care about you, who are more than willing to be there, to be of support. And that was huge for me, because I grew up in a melanated household, and let's just say, like, mental health and asking for help wasn't really like, it wasn't a popular thing to do. You kind of just toughed it out and did what you had to do. And I've done that for the longest of my life, where I just felt like, well, like, I don't want to be a burden to anybody. I've already just done so much. I already asked for so much. People don't want to help me while I'm going through this. And so then I end up suffering more. But when I learned to actually ask for help, which is something I'm still in the process of getting in the habit of getting used to doing frequently, is asking for help, because no one needs to do this alone. No one can do everything by themselves. Like, it's ridiculous to think that you can do every job, that you can handle every burden, that you can deal with every change on your own. If you need the help, if you need the support, find someone who is going to be that for you. And like I've said in my previous video, again, I don't know when this video is going to go up, but in one of my videos I just did, Chill, Vibe, and Thrive, where we talked about perseverance, I talked about how important it is to have support. And if you don't feel like you have anybody who can support you right now, please reach out to me on Instagram at bs.sacred.space, and that's bees.sacred.space, and reach out to me, and I will be that support to you as best as I can, because I am here for you guys. And I know what it's like to feel like you don't have anybody, like that you're a burden, that no one would care to listen to what you're going through or what you have to say. I know that all too well. So if I can be that support to somebody else, I would love to. So please feel free to message me on Instagram. Last thing, oh no, we already went over that. Okay, so the next thing is, life is way too short, so you need to be enjoying it. You need to live it to the fullest, and you need to make time for laughter, joy, and memories. And this is something else that I had a struggle with in my life. I'm a very I'm multifaceted, but I'm a very serious person. I'm all about responsibilities, getting work done, doing the shit that needs to do. I don't like when people be fucking complaining about doing the things that we should all be doing, on a day-to-day. I get it. Nobody wants to do a lot of responsibilities, but when you're an adult, especially, you can't get around doing responsibilities. But I found that part of me made me very work, and no play, no rest. And so as I've been going through this journey, a lot of us like to believe that we're going to live a very long time, and we're going to get to experience a lot of things, and we're just going to have this time. But that's not necessarily the case. We're bombarded by toxins every day. We're overly stressed. Accidents happen. I mean, you can't really control. For the most part, you can't control everybody in your reality. So some people just on some reckless stuff out here, let's just say it like that. But you never know when it's going to be your day. You can have plans for tomorrow and not wake up the next day. So With that being said, one of the things that changed my life, especially recently with all of the stuff that was going on in my life, is like I needed to stop being so serious. Like, not to avoid responsibility, not to just get reckless, but to allow myself to have fun, allow myself to let my hair down and enjoy and make time for laughter and just being a kid. So the other day we took my daughter and my youngest son to this little like indoor like children's play place, which, hold on, and at first I was just standing there letting the kids do their thing. Then they had like this indoor like piano mat, and so like I found myself like stepping on it, and then I started jumping onto these like little like walking beams and all of that, and then I just end up just letting go, like letting loose and just being a kid. Though like you couldn't really get on the equipment unless you were assisting your children, so like I didn't get to have like all the fun, but I still had some fun. Like there are these little kids who were in this enclosed space that had these like foam blocks, and so they were like building a wall, but they couldn't like build the wall completely because they were inside, so they were trying to build the wall on the outside. And so like not even my kids and I went over there and like we're trying to build the wall, and the wall's falling down. I'm like, no, hurry up, get them quick, we gotta do it. And I was having a blast. The kids were having fun. I mean, I must have built several different walls yesterday. Yeah, we went yesterday. And then there was like this little area that had like a little Tikes, hold on. Oh, excuse me. A little Tikes basketball hoop, and then this like other kind of basketball hoop where it wasn't like on a board. It was like a portable one, but it was like metal. And then there was like two basketball hoops, but they were like not too high because obviously like the kids aren't like teenagers. They're generally like young kids. And so I was in there, I was shooting hoops, my best friend was with me, and we were shooting hoops, and we were making bets about like, you know, who could get all in. Then we were playing, like they had a slide with like into like a ball pit, and so then like we're trying to roll the balls up the slide, kind of like skee ball, to see who like could get it up there. I'm a very competitive person. I don't know why. It's just how my family is. Like if y'all ever come to my family's game night, y'all might think like we got issues with each other, but that's just how we are. Like once that game comes out, it gets heated, it gets intense, but it's all out of love, and I miss my family. But that's besides the point. I really just been enjoying myself, having fun. I bought myself a bike, which I haven't had a bike since like high school. That's the last time I had a bike, and so I've been wanting a bike for a while. So I got a bike, so me and my daughter be riding around our little complex, just like having fun with kids. I love wrestling with my children. We were actually wrestling the other day. Well, we were having like a pillow fight, super fun, like, and I love it. Like I love not being serious all the time. So it's been wonderful to like tap into the joy and living my life. And after everything that went down recently, I'm on a fuck it mood. Like I'm just trying to live my best life, do what I need to do here, bring you guys these fun videos, help educate and support you on your journey. And I'm just trying to live my best life, and I'm trying to make sure my children live their best lives, because you don't know when our freedom will be taken away, when our life will be taken away. So just live life to the best. I'm sorry. I smack a lot. I sniffle. I cuss. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. No. I gotta get out of saying I'm sorry. I am who I am. But the next thing that I learned that really changed my life is no one's coming to save you. And that I had to be my own hero, which was amazing. It was amazing because it took me out of victimhood and it made me empowered. So like now I feel like there ain't nothing that I can do that I cannot do. Like I no longer feel like a victim to my circumstances. Like sometimes my circumstances are kind of like fucking shitty, but I know that the power relies in me, and if there is any change that will happen, it has to come from me first. And so please take back your power. You are not a victim. Do not expect no one to come save you. It's not nobody else's responsibility to save you. I mean, I don't know why I just thought about this. Like, y'all ever see that, like the meme where it's where it's like someone's drowning and then there's like someone in the boat and they just like the hand is out in the water and the guy just like gives them a high five. Like, I don't mean like that. Like, if you're in an emergency, yes, allow people to help you. But when it comes to your life and making decisions and making changes, you cannot expect someone to do that. You cannot expect some angel in the sky, some aliens, some biblical characters. You can't expect anyone to come save you. The work has to be done by you. You are powerful, so stop giving your power away to anything, to anyone. No matter what the circumstances is, the power always relies within you first. So stop looking for someone to save you. I'm saying this to myself too. Stop looking for someone to save you and save yourself. You're powerful. You're badass. You're badass. You are more powerful than you can even imagine. What they told you about yourself, your friends, your family, your peers, your mama, your daddy, your school, your teachers, what they told you, social media, what they told you is wrong. You are a limitless being with immense power. Act like it, okay? The next thing that I learned that changed my life was, in order to get ahead in life, one must unlearn and relearn. Like, I don't know if you know this. I don't know who my viewers are at this moment, which at this moment we're going to mark. I have 12 subscribers. Yeah! Super excited about that. But whoever you are, I don't know what your beliefs are, what you've come to know, but everything that you were taught, unless you had some amazing, awesome, aware parents, most of the shit you were taught in life is BS, bullshit, don't do you any good. It does more bad than good. And so this is something that I really urge people to do, is start unlearning everything. I mean, like, don't unlearn your ABCs and like your numbers and reading and stuff, but everything else that you were taught, you need to kind of reassess it and find out what stays and what needs to be thrown out the window, because people told you you are powerless. People told you that you needed to be saved. People told you that you were a sinner. People told you that you were not good enough. People told you that you need to be coddled, that you can't make a change, you can't make a difference, that you can't live the life that you want. All of this stuff is BS. You need to unlearn that. Take that out of your mind. Take that out of your belief. And you do this by reinforcing a new belief through repetition. So let's say you were taught that you were born a sinner. And so when you are told you are born of sin, now guilt and shame will haunt the fuck out of your ass. And as someone who deals with guilt and shame, and who has seen other people deal with guilt and shame, that shit will eat you alive. So unlearn all of that. There ain't nothing wrong with you. You are a magnificent, wonderful, beautiful being. You are powerful as fuck. Now you need to act like it, okay? So let's unlearn all that we were taught about us. All that stuff that we don't like about ourselves, let's unlearn that. And let's relearn the stuff that is meant to get us ahead. That one, the power resides within us. Our mind, imagination, and our will are our greatest tools. Nothing is impossible. This reality, this world being is always on our side. And to get our thoughts in check, because it is our beliefs and our thoughts that keep us in these perpetual cycles, that keep us suffering, that keep us stagnant, that keep us in the same spot. So we need to learn to get out of that. The next thing that I've learned is that freedom isn't given. It is something you must demand and defend. And so I know a lot of people, especially if you're watching me in the States, you guys think you're free. Again, I don't know who my subscribers, but for the average person, you guys think you're free just because you live in America and that you can do the things that you do. But if you don't understand what's going on with the banking system, if you don't understand what's going on with the medical system, if you don't understand what happened with the thing that we shall not name that happened in like the end of 2019 to it's kind of still going, like if you don't understand what that was about, if you don't understand what the education system is about, then you do not understand that our freedom has been stripped away a long time ago. But the amazing thing is no one can ever take her freedom away. Freedom always starts within us. Once we stop giving our consent to these very systems, for these very places, these very beliefs, then we break the power that they have over us and we regain our freedom. So if you do want freedom, you must demand it, you must get it, and you must defend it at all costs. Because in the end, life is all about self-expression and freedom. Without that, we're just living to die. Simple as that. And I think that's really it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. For all my subscribers who are here right now, thank you so much for subscribing. For all my subscribers who are going to be coming at a later date, thank you for subscribing. You guys are amazing. I love you. I'm super excited. Like, I'm so happy to be here and bring you guys these content. So thank you for all of your support. I'm truly, truly, truly grateful. Until next time, everyone, be safe and take care.